we are here re-recording a song called Free Me, which will be released on International Women's Day.
Free Me on International Women's Day. I cannot argue that there are women and girls in the world that are, right now, being held in servitude of one type or another. However, Joss Stone is not one of these women.
The song, the way that it was written, it's not, please, can you treat me equally song. It's actually, no, you're going to treat me equally.
Ah, so not begging, but rather dictating to others how they should behave towards you. Got it.
I was so pleased that somebody has taken that song and realised exactly what it's about.
That someone has taken that song and realized what it's about? So that someone wasn't you? Or are you patting yourself on the back in the third person?
The lyrics are basically saying, stop telling me who to be, how to be, and what to do and how to do it. No. You're going to treat me equally. I would love for women to feel as equal as they are. And I believe that we don't.
Women are not equal to men. And men are not equal to women. If they were equal, they would not be two entirely different kinds of human beings. The most you can hope for is that men and women are treated as equally as possible under the law. That is not the case in many countries and societies, but it is, however, the case in England, where Joss Stone is from. Joss says that she wants women to feel as equal as they are, and that she believes women do not actually feel that way. I'm not quite sure how she means that. If she's saying that there are women who are not acknowledging that they have equality in those societies where they do have equal protection under the law, a large number of such women classify themselves as feminists.
When I was watching the film back, I was kind of nodding my head to all the different things that popped up.
The film. What film is she talking about?
And thinking, oh yeah, I get that. Oh yeah, I've seen that before, and it's all very familiar. But when the sentence came up, why do I have to keep proving myself? I thought, oh, that's so happening to me right now.
Oh, maybe she means this film? A quick editor's note that I removed the original music attached to this video in order to avoid a potential copyright strike. If you'd like to see the video in its original form, a link is in the description below. Well, if a company institutes a quota system to populate its ranks with employees based on gender rather than merit, then the question becomes a reasonable one very, very quickly. Maybe? Do different people tell you that you're bossy? Then you might be bossy. Well, that assumes you're already respected. But you can be respected even if you're not bossy. But being bossy alone won't gain you any respect. Respect is earned, not demanded. Well, unless you're Joss Stone, apparently. Maybe? It depends on your lifestyle, I guess. No, he's not. Only Neo is the one. Don't you know any world history?
That's good.
Well, assuming it wasn't your ambition to have a baby in the first place, I would think it would affect your priorities. Granted, you're being a responsible parent, that is. And this shift in priorities may indeed alter the course of your ambitions. So, the answer is probably. Should you? I don't know. Do you want to? The only thing stopping you is you, after all. Have you ever heard of Chapter 11 bankruptcy? Of course it's a risk. Is this even a serious question? Well, how polished is your business model? Do you have any qualifications or certifications that would instill confidence in a potential investor? Well, you can work fewer hours and or find a part-time job, or you can drop out of the workforce entirely. But that's granted that you have a partner making a sustainable income to support your reduced contribution to the household finances. No, you can't. But don't worry, men can't either. So, yay! Equality! If you have to ask yourself that question, I think you already have the answer. This is one of those situations where, if there is any doubt, then there is no doubt. Do you mean the dinner table? I don't know. Invite your girlfriend over, or give birth to a daughter. Or do you mean the conference table? Well, only if they've earned their place there, hopefully. Now we get to the question that weighed so heavily on Joss. Why do you have to keep proving yourself? Well, what makes you think that you're so special? Do you think that no one else at the table, male or female, doesn't have to keep proving themselves? Once you've gotten a job, men can just sit back and do nothing? The battle's been won? Everyone in business, or just life in general, has something to prove, to themselves or to others. That is not a gendered issue. That's kind of grim. Well, I hate to tell you this, but if I'm understanding your context here, you'll already be dead. Whether what you leave behind helps them or not will no longer be a concern of yours. Hopefully, by the time it matters, you will have taught them well enough that they can take care of themselves. Okay, what exactly are you planning on leaving them? I mean, if it's a ton of unearned wealth, or a half-ton of crystal meth, then, yeah, either one of those will probably ruin them. For your kids? I don't know. Can you stand to be around them? For others? I don't know. Can they stand to be around you? Setting aside the presumption that boys just have the world handed to them because penis, would you want your daughters to have it easier? Would you not want them to have to work and to earn their place in life? I've just given you all the answers to your questions. If someone has answers that are more reasonable than mine, please leave them in the comments. UBS, the Swiss bank that facilitated millions and millions of dollars in tax evasion by U.S. taxpayers. The UBS that ultimately had to pay a fine of $780 million to the IRS in penalties for aiding and abetting federal crimes. Yeah, not sure I would trust any answers to any questions UBS might have to provide me. Anyway, back to the oppressed millionaire, Joss Stone.
It's when you walk into an office and you try to negotiate a deal. you have to really give it some stick to get some respect.
What? You have to earn respect in business negotiations? I've never heard of such a thing. I mean, being a man, I just get whatever I ask for when I negotiate. This This just has to be an idea for a Twilight Zone episode, right? Right?
Right?
It is happening. There is a stereotype. There is an oppression.
Do tell us more of your oppression, millionaire musician Joss Stone.
It's across the world, and I've seen it. And I'd like to be part of the change.
Then what the heck are you doing re-recording a song for a UBS promotion? Why aren't you in Kandahar, or Riyadh, or any number of places where women are actually being oppressed and abused at this very moment?
When I was 14, I met a lady called Betty Wright. She is a soul singer from Miami. She taught me, no matter how scared you are, just pretend that you're not. And slowly you will convince yourself that you actually aren't scared.
Is that your sagely advice to the young girls who were kidnapped by Boko Haram, or the child brides in the Middle East? Just pretend not to be scared? Very classy.
I can hopefully give that to another young girl who can then be a strong, powerful woman too.
So, pretending not to be scared is your gift to young girls suffering real oppression and abuse. Got it.
We need to treat women equally in the workplace and in every other place, and that's the purpose. And UBS are behind that, and so am I.
How touching. Well, I know that you and UBS sure have inspired me to make this video. Thank you, Joss Stone. Thank you, UBS. Best of luck with your singing and tax evasion. I'm sure all the oppressed women of the world will be experiencing the benefits of your efforts very soon. As always, thank you for watching.